Well, this week on Dateline Schools, my special guest is the retiring superintendent from Yale Public Schools, Ken Nicholl. And Ken, on Monday, you mentioned you've been in education now for 35 years. How much different is it from the time you walked into the classroom for the first time as a newly certified teacher to where you're sitting today? How has education changed?
Well, that's a great question, Terry. And the simple answer is it's night and day. When you look at 35 years ago, there was a lot of autonomy in a classroom, and you were able to go ahead and do your thing. There's been a robust movement to make sure there's accountability, which is awesome. But at the same token, I think it's too much. Our teachers are trained and they're competent in what they do. I think often we need to let them do the heavy lifting and let us get out of the way so that they can do what they've been trained to do.
I know too, you've had the opportunity through your career to not only work with kids in the classroom and through the boardroom as superintendent, but you also had a career as a sports official. You even mentioned you've been a coach, you've been a athletic director. How does sports officiating work in that whole piece as well?
16 years I served as a coach, and also 16 years I served as a wrestling official. And I will tell you, a lot of the characteristics and talents that you have and you hone as an educator certainly are good extrapolations in the officiating realm. You have to be fair. You have to be non-judgmental. You can't have preconceived notions. You try to make certain that the right kid wins, and by that is by their own merit. My officiating career, I was very, very proud, very similar to my educational career. I don't know that I aspired to be a superintendent, but when I got there, I wanted to be the best one I could. And similarly, in my wrestling officiating career, when I started it, I wanted to be the best that I could be. And the last 3 years of my career, I was able to finish at the Palace of Auburn Hills, where the state championship was. And so the fondest memory that I'll have in my wrestling career was being able to raise the last kid that I ever officiated as a state champion. So very cool.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, sir.
We'll be back with more tomorrow for Dateline Schools. I'm Terry Hamilton.